numbers that are low in our county, Lord, thank you so much. And we ask that you be with the words and actions of this Free Commission report tonight. We ask this in your almighty name, and it's all God's people said. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given of this meeting by forwarding notice to the South Jersey Times and Elmer Times Company, by posting notice on the bulletin board in the Salem County Courthouse and the 5th Street Office Complex, and by filing notice in the offices of the Salem County Clerk and the Clerk of the Board, all having been done at least 48 hours in advance.
Roll call, please.
Director Benjamin Lowry.
Here.
Deputy Director Scott Grissom.
Here.
Commissioner Ed Ramsey.
Here.
Commissioner Gordon Osborne.
Here.
Commissioner Lee Ware. We have a quorum, sir.
Thank you. What's your pleasure with the minutes, Commissioners?
Director, I make a motion that we dispense from the reading of the minutes.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. Special recognition, Scott?
Yes. I'm going to take the minutes. Nothing on here to read. The board of, we are recognizing the fact that April 11th to April 17th, 2021 is a National Public Safety Telecommunication. All right, so I'm going to read this. National Public Safety Telecommunication Week, April 11th, 17th, 2021, whereas emergencies can occur at any time that require police, fire, or emergency medical services. And whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of police officers, firefighters, and paramedics is crucial to the protection of life and the preservation of property. And whereas the safety of the police officers, firefighters, is dependent upon the quality of accuracy of the information obtained from citizens who telephone the Salem County Sheriff's Emergency Communication Center, and whereas public safety telecommunicators are the first and most critical contact our citizens have with the emergency services, and whereas public safety telecommunicators are the single vital link for our police officers, firefighters, and monitoring their activities by radio, providing them information and ensuring their safety. And whereas the public safety telecommunicators of Salem County Sheriff's Office have contributed substantially to the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and the treatment of patients. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Salem County Board of County Commissioners, that the week of April 11th through the 17th, 2021, be declared a National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Salem County in honor of the men and women who diligently professionalism keeps our county and citizens safe. And if I have anybody here to come up and get this, or if all of you would come up. Okay, why don't you all come up?
Everybody smile.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a camera they want to drop?
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I do want to thank you for coming tonight. I want to thank the entire 911 and telecommunications system. We by far have one of the very best in the state. And I want to thank you for supporting us, for providing the service you do to all our residents. So thank you, each of you, and all the people that just couldn't make it tonight.
Mr. Director, if I might, I know you're going next week. Last week I went to the certificate ceremony for the crisis intervention training at OEM. And fortunately they were running a little bit late, which was good. I got to sit in on the last 20 minutes
We have waiver of the rules.
We have 4 waiver of rules. A2, resolution awarding a lease for the maintenance and operation of the Salem County Railroad. A3, resolution authorizing the application for a rural business development grant to support business opportunity and enterprise projects in rural communities. A4, resolution adding appropriations to the 2021 temporary budget in accordance with NJSA 48:4-19.1. And E2, resolution awarding a contract for repairs to the administrative area roof at the Salem County Correctional Facility.
You've heard the reading of the waiver before waiver of the rules. What's your pleasure?
Director, I move that we approve these 4 resolutions.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Approved unanimous. No public hearing or adoptions. Freeholders, what's your pleasure with correspondence to committee and commission minutes?
Director, I make a motion that all correspondence be accepted, filed, and made part of the minutes.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. That is approved unanimous. Payment of bills and claims. What's your pleasure?
Director, I make a motion that all bills and claims when properly signed and audited be paid and charged to the respective accounts.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Approved unanimous. There's the treasurer's report tonight. Moving on to resolutions, administrative.
A1, resolution appointing a temporary purchasing agent for the County of Salem. A2, resolution awarding a lease for the maintenance and operation of the Salem County Railroad. A3, resolution authorizing the application for a rural business development grant to support business opportunity and enterprise projects in rural communities. And A4, resolution adding appropriations to the 2020 temporary budget in accordance with NJSA 48:4-19.1.
Commissioners, you've heard the reading of these 4 resolutions. What's your pleasure?
Director, I move that we approve the resolutions.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Yes, Scott.
I'm voting.
All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Opposed? Carried unanimously. We are at the Health and Human Services Education.
D1, resolution accepting and executing the New Jersey Department of Human Services Division of Disability Services for Personal Assistance Services Program Grant, PASP.
For the reading of this resolution, freeholder, what's your pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve this resolution.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Approved unanimous. Public safety.
E1, resolution authorizing the execution of the State Community Partnership Grant for the Salem County Interagency Council 2021 Youth Services Commission. And E2, resolution awarding a contract for repairs to the administrative area roof at the Salem County Correctional Facility.
Commissioners, you've heard the reading of these 2 resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Director, I'd like to hold E1 out and discuss that as a group in closed session.
All right. We're voting on E2. What's your pleasure? We'll be one out until after our closed session.
I move that we approve E2.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Approved unanimous. There's no 159.
No.
Freehold, any old business? Any new business? Any public announcements? Wow. We do have a closed session, but before we do that, do we have any public comment at this point?
The audio is terrible and it's difficult to hear most of you.
We agree.
We actually have a new system ordered, and hopefully we'll be in soon. These virtual meetings are all new, and getting the right material and the right setup is a challenge, and we will do that. Any other public comment? Yes.
Like on the Pines Point? Yes, Pines Point. First of all, I'd like to add my thanks and congratulations to our date is going to be, have to be adjusted. I don't have it at this point, probably sometime in April. But I'd like to read a statement that I was given today, about the whole situation. Even in this environment where many businesses are hurting and even closing, most of our corporate sponsors continue to support our scholarship fundraising efforts. More than $22,000 have already been raised. And while we're not able to hold dinner and we didn't select an honoree, tribute would be lessened since it's virtual. But the need to support our graduating seniors is even stronger this year. So we thank our corporate partners, and we'll announce when our video tribute to the class of 21 and our auction will be live. We're still seeking donations and auction items, and you can contact Bonnie Baker if anybody's interested in donating it there. Also, last meeting I asked about the funding for the Special Services District. Did we find any funds? Did we dig up like any coffee cans out back, or are we able to include them in?
We have been searching the records, trying to find out what happened back in the day. I do know that the two boards were combined. I think it was previous to that. Whether that had something to do with it or not, but Kelly has been diligently going through the records, and right now she hasn't turned up a thing.
No, the two districts were merged in '09.
This was 2017, I think.
And then, so they were both being funded, VOTEC and Special Services. And the Special Services was getting less and less. To now, it's zero.
Right.
So, and I don't think the VOTEC is that much, but we may be still funding that. I'm not sure about that. But,
$1 million.
I'm sorry?
It's $1.875 million that we give those out.
Okay.
So we're still looking back.
Okay, because you know that what they do with social services, special services is very important to me and a lot of people. And I would hate to see those programs have to end because of the funding.
Well, I don't think we're not going to let them in, but I especially thank you for serving on the board.
Well, thank you.
So, and all those that serve with you. So it's a sure of love. So thank you.
Thank you.
I do have one announcement. As far as the Giordano recycling plant, the meeting for the solid waste advisory board is going to be on April 19th at 6 o'clock at the landfill at their used to be the old glass plant, glass school, and that's where we're going to have it again April 19th at 6 o'clock. My belief is that it will be just in person, it will not be hybrid. I don't think it will be any Zoom portion. So we'll be keeping in touch, letting you know further information as we go along. And I do want to say one other thing before I get too far, or I forget it at the end. Our next meeting has been moved from April to March 31st at 6 p.m. So if you show up back the next week, no one will be here. You're welcome to come. But you're also more than welcome to come March 31st at 6 o'clock here. And that'll make 3 meetings this month, and in April we'll just have 1 meeting towards the third Wednesday. Freeholders, anything else? Or public, anything else? Any statements? Anything more on the Facebook?
Tina Louise Messiano from Pittsgrove would like more details what Resolution A3 refers to and what is the definition of a rural business or enterprise project in that resolution.
Okay, Stacey, you want
Give up the information. I want to hand you the letter back. So we actually are eligible for that.
Additional comments regarding the audio. Stacy, you're the only one they can really hear well because you're speaking the best into the microphone. And a question came in from someone who missed the beginning. Was a recognition done for Women's History Month?
Women's history?
Sorry. Typically, when we do a proclamation or a certificate, it is given to us by the organizations. We don't typically do it on our own. So OEM would reach out and let us know that it was what week it was and provide us with some information, and then we would Pat crafts the proclamation or the certificate. March is Women's History Month, but we're going to assume we can do something on the 31st if someone sends me some information. I'd love to know some information about women in history in Salem County. That would be great.
Commission on Women.
Well, we do have some history. There's a female here tonight that's making history.
That's right.
Yeah, Christine Hunter was our first chief PST.
What I was going to say, so Women's Month, Christie's the first chief, I think, anywhere in the county, so recently promoted. First of all, thanks for the proclamation. Just on a quick note, did anyone hear or see anything about the brush fire?
Yeah.
Down in the DWD? I just wanted to give a shout out. I know we're being recognized, but the firefighters, paid volunteer, ambulance crews, paid volunteer, the county fire coordinators through OEM, through Canteen 6, all the residents that showed up with Gatorades, water bottles, food. I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, 40 plus acres. It was actually a 4-alarm fire. The only real loss in material value, I believe, was a pool building that was 30 by 80 feet. What the firefighters did, the police officers that went into every apartment there, that they were told someone was there, risking their lives, the effort behind Pennsgrove Auto Glass caught fire. Everywhere in the front of Harness Point Care. I know the details are too many to discuss in a short period of time, but a phenomenal job. No one that I know of at the time during the incident that continued long after I even left for my shift. There was no one injured, no lives were lost. The people that were disabled or could not get out of their apartments were either rescued or assisted by family members, police officers, ambulance crews, firefighters. And I know we're being recognized, but those people in the field most of the time don't get the recognition either, but it was an amazing job to actually end that incident around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I believe, when everyone actually got back to their Newcastle County help. And just the pictures we saw from across the river, it literally looked like a cargo ship or something was on fire in the middle of the river. It could have been horrifically bad. And what those firefighters did going into that frag lighting behind the nursing home, the way the people inside the nursing home reacted and moved people, the people that helped with buses from B.R. Williams, it was an amazing job done by everybody, and I'm just putting that out there as well. Thank you.
Sincerely, pathetic gratitude. Thank you. Anyone else online?
There's a comment from D. Teodoro, and I apologize for any mispronunciation of names, thanking you for recognizing the PSTs. And a Carolyn Jacob asks, is the county commission aware that our mayor no longer supports the Giordano project? He has publicly stated so.
I know there's spoke with Dr. Copere, the mayor of Pittsburgh today, and I believe there's a letter coming forth from their board. That will be public, hopefully sometime later this week. So, thank you. Have we missed anybody?
Two more comments have come in. This is from Rabina Coleman from Dubois Road in Mannington Township. She sent an email Friday, March 12th with letters and pictures attached regarding the flooding issue on her property due to the railroad repairs being done in Mannington Township. She says, I have heard from Jeffrey Ridgway regarding approval from the NJDOT. Have you heard any more details on when this will be fixed?
Jeffrey's here. Administrator?
Ms. Davis, the DOT has not responded yet. The engineers in Salem County have reached out today, and we'll follow up, and I'll have more information hopefully tomorrow.
Thank you.
Can you hear me, Amy?
I can hear you, but I'm...
For those that didn't hear, there'll be more information tomorrow, hopefully from the DOT.
And that's all the comments at this time.
Thank you. Any other, those that are here, any other comments? Yes, Pat?
Can I come back?
Sure.
I just wanted to give kudos to the health department. I got my second job a couple weeks ago, and really runs smooth, and they have it all organized and really going on. Thanks.
I know you mentioned it every commissioner meeting, but it's true, it's very true. What a great staff we have with June Cyber heading that up, and we've had many accolades, so that's a great thing. And on a positive note, they keep talking about the end of April being, herd immunity. I'd love to see that, and hopefully more shots than there are arms available. So we're looking forward to that day coming soon. Anyone else? Doctor, anything you want to report on that?
Actually, the Disability Advisory Board last night, there was more discussion about that. And of course, the availability of the J&J vaccine is going to make things much better. They're also looking at a way to have people go out and deliver vaccine to people with limited access and ability to get to the clinics. They're hoping to increase. A lot of that is due to the scarcity of doses. They previously allocated 5 doses a week to that. They're hoping to double that in the next, probably in the next week, so that we can get more protection out to people who can't get to us.
Thank you. Before we close the public session, you have a closed session. Is there anyone else?
You've got a couple more. Judy McLennan Schneider is opposed to the Giordano project. Chloe Williams asks if there's any update on the school reorganization study.
That study is not complete yet. We anticipate probably within the next month. COVID had a drastic effect on that, obviously, with all the schools. I believe I talked to Dr. Gorman. I think they heard back from the last school district yesterday. So we now have a complete response from all schools, and as soon as that's done, we'll put together a study, at which point we'll get together and form, or there will be a committee formed to study it. That will take some time, so we're looking down the road, probably early fall, before we have any decisions, and most of those decisions will not come from the commissioners. We are facilitating this, but we are not the people who are making the decisions. I think in the end run, it will be the residents who make that final decision. Thank you. And you said you have one more?
A Harriet Reeves is also opposed to the Giordano project.